Is this the downfall of Gervonta Tank Davis?
The Hatrix.
Musty energy.
Welcome to the Hatrix. I'm your host, Two-Tone the Superstar. It has been reported that Gervonta Tank Davis fight against Lamont Bow Wow Roach has been pushed back from August 16th to August 23rd or August 30th, something around that lines. Gervonta Tank Davis engaged in a fight which took place down there in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center, and I say that respectfully, which went life and death. Let's keep it real. Gervonta Tank Davis was pressed to the limit by Lamont Roach, took that man's power. Lamont Roach would counter this man's counter. Lamont Roach basically just has Gervonta Tank Davis' number if we keep it real. And Lamont Roach on a couple interviews even said that Gervonta Tank Davis is too small. He said that Gervonta Tank Davis basically has low confidence. He might not believe in himself. We seen in the fight that Gervonta Tank Davis was absolutely unraveling in the fight. Absolutely, the man was unraveling with no remorse. Now, we are supposed to be getting a rematch. That is right, a rematch for the ages, a rematch for the people. The first time that Gervonta Tank Davis will be pushed to the limit. The first time that he's actually fighting for high stakes. He had a fight against Ryan Garcia, and he put that man on 11, 12, 13, 14 clauses. And we know Gervonta Tank Davis fans, they're going to say, well, that man Ryan Garcia, he signed a contract. He know what was going on. He was doing that and he was doing this. That's fine and dandy. But we know that Gervonta Tank Davis did not fight Ryan Garcia at his best. Had that man looking like a pure crackhead out there. Smoke a whole bunch of LRBs and blues going each and every direction, and I say that respectfully. So since then, Gervonta Tank Davis went ahead and put hands and feet on Frank the Ghost Martin. Did not belong in the same ring as Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm sorry, no beef. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it the chill it killers. Now Gervonta Tank Davis, like I said, he fought Lamont Roach, which we are supposed to be getting a rematch. But then Gervonta Tank Davis has begun to unravel. The man said he was on the pull up to Lamont Roach's school, his kid's school. The man be talking wild on Twitter. He deactivated his Twitter, deactivated his Instagram. That's what Tank does. Tank is a post and deleter. The man, Gervonta Tank Davis, even said that he was contemplating retirement because he wants to be a better man for his daughters. And I love that for Tank, man. Be a better dad for your daughters. Be a better person. Get up all that anger out of you. Go to therapy. I'm a huge proponent of therapy and talking to somebody from the outside looking in that's not in your inner circle. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But I ask, is this the downfall of Gervonta Tank Davis? As you know, he was with Floyd Money Mayweather. And Floyd Money Mayweather and him, both narcissists. Well, I don't think Gervonta Tank Davis is a narcissist. Floyd Money Mayweather definitely is a narcissist. I say that respectfully. But narcissists, a lot of them can't be around other alpha males and stuff like that. So I think Tank and Floyd really crashed on each other. And we don't know. Did the money change Tank? I mean, they say that the money don't change you. Money just enhances who you already are. Gervonta Tank Davis, the man went to jail. The man went for a bid. I say that respectfully. I guess allegedly, the man, something happened where he left somebody on the side of the road, and the person looked at Tank for help, and Tank just drove off and like, I do what I do, and just drove off allegedly. Tank had to spend some time in the Pinta for that. Tank, it was hard for Tank to be able to get permission to go over to the Olympics because Tank was mentoring the USA boxing team up over there. Tank doesn't seem like a guy that's in love with the sport, or is he not in love with the things that come with the sport? Does he not care about the press conferences? Does he not care about talking to the media? Does he hate being on social media? If you go to his Twitter, he's posting stuff like ranches and houses, and maybe Tank just trying to get up out the game. You know what I'm saying? And Tank is an unraveler. We saw him unravel. Apparently, we saw him yoke up his baby mama out at a basketball game. He unraveled in that situation. He had another domestic situation where his baby mom put feces on his toothbrush. That's right. Poop whitening strips were done with no remorse. And I say that respectfully. Poop whitening strips, diapers and stuff like that. That was right before the Hector Garcia fight. Right before it, he had domestic charges. Right now, he has some domestic charges that he's going through right now. You know what I'm saying? They saying that the man did some wild stuff to that woman. We don't know. Tank has never been convicted of domestic. I believe in having the facts come out, because the last time that this situation happened to baby mama, she was out there a while and attacking him. You know what I'm saying? And now in this situation, we don't know. We got to let the facts come out, man. We can't do no prejudgment, especially in 2025. We got to let all the facts come out. But now this is bleeding into his career, which is boxing, where he makes multiple millions of dollars as the junior face of boxing. He is probably in America the second most popular boxer in our sport, active boxer, right behind Canelo. And as a boxing content creator, and the rest of the boxing content creators, we love Gervonta Tank Davis. He's highly skilled. Now, he ain't gave us the fights that we want, and I say that respectfully. He ain't gave us the Shakur Stevenson fight. He ain't gave us the T.O. fight. He ain't gave us the Dev Dollars, Devin the Dream Haney fight. He ain't gave us the fights that we want. You know, he's still in the PBC protection program, a little stench of the Mayweather protection program. But we were supposed to get a rematch. You know what I'm saying? I believe this was the first rematch of Gervonta Tank Davis's career against a childhood foe who we used to kick it with and party with in the amateurs. They used to squabble with the amateurs. You know, Tank from Baltimore, Lamont Roach from DC. And Lamont Roach in this entire situation has used this to go ahead and fuel himself, man. The man, Lamont Roach, that brother's a streamer now. He trying to be Lamont Sanat. They call him Lamont Sanat, Lamont DDG, Lamont Cinco. The man on Twitch now. The man a Twitch streamer now. The man was at the hockey game chugging down beers. Yeah, man, where else was this man at? The man just been out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's utilizing social media the right way, and I absolutely love it because I know it make Tank fans mad. I know it make y'all mad, bro. And that's funny to me to see that y'all be so mad that this man is eating over a draw. I find it hilarious. Also, shout out to the New York State Athletic Commission. You guys are absolutely terrible and musty at the highest level, and I say that respectfully. Y'all is just nasty. You knew that Gervonta Tank Davis took a knee and the fight should be awarded to Lamont Roach, but they not going to do it because, you know, Tank with the WBA. And I don't know, man, they probably love when Tank come into town and he spend all that money. He spent all them big bags up over there, buy purses, nails done, all that type of stuff. But is this the downfall of Gervonta Tank Davis? Is this the downfall of Tank, man? The fight been pushed back August 30th. We don't know when the man Tank is fighting. And I know he don't want to fight around the same time that Canelo and Bud is fighting. That fight gonna get stepped on. It's on Netflix. We see how Netflix coming. They qualities at a high level. Chilla killers, man. They quality destroys Amazon Prime quality, and I say that respectfully. So to tell you the truth, guys, we do not know, man. We do not know if this is the downfall of Gervonta Tank Davis or not, bro. I hope the man gets help. I hope he did not do what he did to his child's mother. Keep your hands to yourselves. Get back in the game. And I wouldn't be mad if the man retire. I mean, he got to live with that. He never gave us a Lomachenko fight. You never gave us a Facility Machine Lomachenko fight. That's definitely a stain on your legacy. You ducked Lomachenko, then you tried to fight the man when he had one foot out the game, which is absolutely musty and disgusting at the highest level. But if the man want to retire, go ahead and do it, bro. I think the man, he just unravels, bro. Maybe this will fuel him. You know, Tank likes to get motivation and stuff like that, stuff to fuel him. But I could just predict this man unraveling in the ring, bro. He might just lead the ring. He getting beat on and punched on. He might lead the ring now, because right now we got Shakur Stevenson ascending. Shakur Stevenson is ascending right now. He just put on a masterful, masterclass, entertaining fight against a solid, great opponent in William Zepeda, where that man Shakur Stevenson did not run at all. He stood in the pocket. And now Shakur Stevenson still wants the Tank fight. This is the best time to get Tank right now. This is the best time to get Tank right now, because that man is not focused at all, man. I say that respectfully. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Is this the downfall of Gervonta Tank Davis? What do you think about the fight being pushed back and stuff like that? Hit the like button, subscribe, roll the 10K, two-tone the superstar, we the Hatrix.
Lusty energy.